Welcome to the Bougie Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Heschauer Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Welcome back to the Bougie Multipreneur. I'm your host, Hillary. We're talking about building empires, creating wealth, and doing it all in style. Today's episode is a must listen if you're a business owner like me, juggling multiple brands and wondering, how do I manage all of this social media for all my businesses without losing my mind? This is what I get asked. And I know I have several businesses and you might too. I get it. We love running multiple businesses and ventures. We need to post all the time on social media. We have to engage with all of our followers and also keeping up with the trends. It's all can feel overwhelming, right? But social media is a powerful tool for brand awareness to attract clients and sales. So we have to do it right. This is what I say. It's just, it's a must. In this episode, I kind of want to talk to you about strategies to streamline your social media, repurpose content across multiple brands, and then maximize your engagement while spending less time on these. So let's get going. So why does social media matter for us multipreneurs? Well, it's crucial, right? But it builds brand awareness. Each business needs its own presence, but not necessarily on every platform. So looking at your brand and where your people are. For instance, let's think about a lot of my ideal patients as a chiropractor, my ideal patients and clients are more like 40, 50, 60. So they might be on certain social media platforms versus others, right? If you're trying to attract the younger crowd, you're probably not going to be on Facebook a lot with them, right? We need social media even for like lead generation. It could come from Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or like I said, Facebook. You never know. And for brand authority. So we need to be posting valuable content so it shows like trust and credibility. So these are reasons that we need social media. So think about like some of your big influencers or moguls. They use personal branding to drive traffic, right? So for instance, Rihanna and her Fenty Beauty, like she does things across multiple platforms and you can do the same. We just need to figure out what way is going to work for you, right? So let's talk about kind of diving into what we need to do and not feel overwhelmed, right? Because sometimes you look at this and you're like, this all seems like a lot and I don't have a lot of time. I'm already running all these businesses, right? But we need to, step one, I would say, would be define your social media strategy for each business that you have. So who is the audience? Who's your target? And then what type of content do they engage with, right? Looking at their age and everything. Where are they going to do it? What type of content do they like to see? And then what platform makes most sense, right? So for instance, in my chiropractic office for Rangeline Chiropractic, we live a lot on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for like educational type things, right? Whereas I don't post as much, let's say, on Pinterest. We have a Pinterest account, but that's not where we thrive the most on. For my business luxury garage events, where it is a facility that we rent out, we have to use a lot of like pictures to really help people understand like what that space could be used for. Because when I think garage, they're like, So we do a lot of visual things on Instagram. And then, for instance, this podcast, The Bougie Multipreneur, and for my coaching, I do really well with that on like LinkedIn and maybe my personal Facebook things. But I personally don't use a lot of TikTok. It's just me. And in fact, I don't even have it. I know my chiropractic office, Rangeline Chiropractic, we have a TikTok. But the great thing is like I outsource that to my office manager. She's younger and far better at TikTok than I. So you don't have to be on every platform. You just need to know where your audience is, right? Like for instance, again, with my chiropractic, I rarely post on LinkedIn because I just don't, it's just not the right area for me for chiropractic. But I do like to post on there for my business coaching because I have HHJ Consulting. Remember too that you can repurpose and batch your content out. So if you're thinking, I just can't do this every day. Some people, they say they're going to 5 times a week, they're going to post, but then they don't do it or they do it once. Okay. But it doesn't have to be something you do every single day, right? You can take snippets of things from a long like blog post or podcast episode. You can turn that into like 5 to 10 social media posts. You can cross promote between brands. So you can talk about self-care on your personal page, tag your chiropractic business in the post. And then remember to use this scheduling, the Meta Business Suite for like Facebook and Instagram. I know a lot of us use that. Then schedule things out like that, or Planoly. I've used that one and I really like that. Of course, there's those other ones too, Buffer and like Hootsuite, if anyone's still using those. A lot of things to help you schedule. That way you could sit down for a couple hours and maybe you could schedule the whole month at a time, right? So get your content 1 week or 1 month in advance, just so that you're not last minute like, oh my gosh, I need to post today. I think that makes people stressed out. And then maybe they just don't do it at all. I love to do 2 to 4 weeks in advance. That's for sure. And then, I was telling you that I don't do TikTok. It's just one more thing for me to learn and I just don't want to. So delegate it, right? Delegate to people, automate some things because your time is valuable. Time is money, right? And if I'm not the best at TikTok, I'm not going to do it. But I am great at Instagram. I'm great at Facebook. I'm great creating events with Eventbrite and meetup.com. Like I do all that stuff. So think of what you're great at. And then if you're not good at something that takes too much of your time, then delegate someone else to do it. Schedule your posts ahead of time. Set up even like auto replies for like your frequently asked questions if they're messaging you, and use templates for graphics. Just keep things automated. Delegate things or hire a social media person, hire a VA, someone that can handle that for you, that's good at it, that would maybe take less time than you would. Because again, time is money. So if you're putting in hours per week doing social media and you're not that good at it anyways, then maybe now's the time to say, okay, maybe I should hire someone to help, because you might save more money, even if you're thinking, I don't have extra money to do that. But with that extra time, where could you make more money? Think about it that way too. Even someone to edit videos for you or make some branded graphics that you can use later, things like that. I definitely have a social media manager for my main chiropractic office. They do most of it, and then I just do some extra things for them. And they tell me what videos to do. I do the videos, and then they edit it for me because I'm not the best at that. And it's okay. We can't be wonderful at everything, can we? So if you are not ready to hire anyone, also use your AI tools, like ChatGPT is great lately. Canva is so easy. I'm beginning to be a pro at both of those, honestly. Let's talk about even some social media mistakes to avoid, right? So here's some common ones. Let's try to avoid these things. Try not to do everything at once, right? Focus on certain platforms that bring you the results. Don't post one thing over 20 platforms and expect to bring in results with that. You have to engage, right? So don't ignore people posting and asking questions. It's social media for a reason. You need to be social. You have to interact. You can't just post and then never reply or do anything else. Also, don't leave yourself out of pictures. Like you have to show your face. People connect with people, not just a business. So you need to be in the stories and even behind the scenes content. Like don't use other people all the time. They want to see the owner, right? I'm in a lot of my videos, and do I always look cute? No, I don't even care, because let's just be real. That's just what I look like. And If my hair is greasy or messy, I didn't have time to put makeup on, I'm still going to do the stupid video, you guys. Who cares? We all go through that. And I don't use those filters because this is who I am in my mid-40s, and I'm okay with that. Also avoid inconsistent posting. So a dead social page will hurt your brand when people are starting to look at it. I don't know how many Instagram and Facebook pages I've looked at businesses, and it will be like their last post 6 months ago. Come on, you guys can do better. Use the scheduling tool to say like consistent, even if it's just a once a week post. Then every Monday, just have it already going and then reuse some of your posts. It's fine. Go back to last year and see which posts did well. Just reuse those again, you guys. It's not a big deal. No one's going to remember. So I would say like the key takeaway, keep it simple, strategic, and sustainable. So as we wrap up, managing our social media accounts doesn't have to be so chaotic and stressful, right? When you streamline the content, you repurpose things effectively and automate what you can, you will free up your time and grow your brand. So when you're like, I just don't have time, you probably do. You just need to be more strategic and efficient with it. That's one thing that I love coaching is like the efficiency and the strategery, if you will, with my coaching clients, because I get a lot of shit done, you guys. With all my businesses, people always ask me, how do you do all that? And you have kids? Because I am efficient. I master my calendar. I do things I'm good at and I don't do things I'm not good at, right? I'm not here cleaning my house every week because that's not a really good use of my time. So, all right, back to this. Sorry, on a tangent. So here's an action step for you. Let's pick one thing from the episode today and implement it this week. Maybe you're setting up a content calendar or outsourcing some social media engagement, or you're repurposing a certain post across multiple platforms. Pick something today and start implementing it. You don't have to do all of it. Just start somewhere. That's the thing, is that people talk and talk and talk, but you have to actually do something. You can't just keep planning and talking to do something. You actually have to do it. So if you need more help, reach out to me. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, Hillary Hushauer Jones. I'm on Facebook. Let me know what you think helped you the most or what you implemented. And if you maybe you have a better like action step or a tip that people need to just start, love to hear it. Again, I don't really know everything. I'm just throwing some things out here for you guys because I love to talk on these podcasts. But please subscribe to the Bougie Multipreneur. Would love for you to leave me a review. Share it with another entrepreneur who just needs a little bit of help with social media, who's been complaining lately to you. I mean, we all do it. Until next time, stay bougie, stay bossy, keep building your empire, and make that money. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.